there's a snowstorm brewing on the East Coast. It's supposed to hit this weekend. Our son is supposed to go back to school on Monday. We were supposed to take him back Sunday because his first day of classes is on Monday. But the school has already shut down and closed for Monday and Tuesday. So I'm glad he can stay with us for the rest of the weekend, so that he can help us to shovel snow and that sort of thing and put down the ice melt. So I heard on the news that if you're not preparing for this storm and you're in the area of where it's going to hit, then you should prepare for it. So we're mostly prepared. I'm going to check in the closet for flashlight, make sure I have plenty of batteries, make sure I have all of my candles and matches, because they've warned that the power could go out because of the storm. So, because it's not just snow, it's ice, and it's going to be massive. And whenever it snows, I get excited. I've been that way my entire life, and I think it's psychological, because when I was a kid and it would snow, I'm in an area, I lived in Maryland. I've always lived in Maryland. We don't always get a lot of snow. Whenever we got snow when I was a kid, they would cancel school. We play in the snow most of the day, and I loved that. It was a treat. So even now as an adult, I might not play in the snow, but I get excited when it snows. And speaking of snowstorms, I love featuring snowstorms in my books. When it snows, it just awakens something within me, and my mind just kind of twirls with ideas, and I can look outside at the white snow, and it just looks so fantastic because we don't get it very often. We might get it a few times a year, and usually when we get it, it's not an overabundance. So on that note, I want to tell you about Rocky Road Dreams. It's my winter romance novel, and there's a big snowstorm in this book, and it actually hinders the hero and heroine as they try and solve a mystery. I wanted to read just a little snippet of this book to you, of my book, Rocky Road Dreams. And it's during a snowstorm. It's after the snowstorm, and they're getting ready to have a snowball fight. Melanie and Kyle, that's the hero and heroine of this book. Melanie packed the snow in her red-gloved hands. She threw the ball at Kyle, smacking him right on his nose. "Hey, I'm gonna get you for that." "No, you won't," she grinned as he threw the snowball toward her. She ducked just in time. She then packed another snowball and threw it at Kyle, hitting him in the back of the head. "I'm going to get you for that." His voice boomed in the cold, frigid morning. White puffs of air came out of his mouth when he spoke. When he laughed, his brown eyes twinkled. Snow had gotten stuck in his beard. She laughed. "You look like Santa Claus." He chuckled. Oh, when Kyle wasn't so serious, he became even more attractive. She threw another snowball and hit him on his face. "I said I'd get you for that." When he started running on the snow-packed path, she realized he was trying to capture her. She turned and screamed, running in the opposite direction. When Kyle caught up with her and grabbed her around the waist, they tumbled into the fresh snowbank. Both of them laughed as his face came closer to hers. Slowly, his smile faded as she noticed, for the first time, he had a tiny mole right beside his left ear. His mouth was slightly open, and she noticed his perfect white teeth. He smelled terrific, like citrus and evergreen. In spite of the frigid temperatures, she felt warm and snuggly. When his mouth came closer to hers, she wasn't sure what to do. He pressed his lips to hers. When she moaned, he jumped up, as if he'd been burned. "Melanie, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean..." He didn't mean what? He didn't mean to kiss her? He turned away for a few seconds. "Kyle, it's okay. Both of us are feeling a bit off. We're stuck at this lousy hotel in the middle of a snowstorm. I'm probably about to lose my business. You're kind enough to come along and help me out." The kiss was obviously not supposed to have happened. He just got caught up in the moment and had made a mistake. She was almost sure he felt that way. That's probably why he looked so embarrassed. Yeah, I guess you're right. She didn't feel like continuing their snowball fight. Goodness, she was tired. She yawned. It'd been years since she'd played so hard in the snow. They returned to their room. She took her time in the bathroom, removing her wet snow clothes and changing into her sweatsuit. Her stomach rumbled with hunger. The restaurants nearby were closed because of the snow. Kyle had brought lots of snack food. She honed in on the box of granola cereal. She filled up on granola and drank a can of Diet Cola. She enjoyed 2 more pieces of Rocky Road Dreams candy. Kyle turned the TV on while he munched on snacks and drank one of the cold coffee beverages he brought along for the trip. He also had a few pieces of candy. She laid down to rest for a few minutes. When she opened her eyes, she was shocked to see that it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She'd not meant to sleep that long. She glanced around the empty room. Where was Kyle? So I really enjoyed writing Rocky Road Dreams. I enjoyed all of my winter, Christmas, holiday stories, and Butterscotch Bliss is another snowstorm book, and it takes place simultaneously with Rocky Road Dreams. The 2 books intersect each other, and that's an interesting concept to see characters from one book intersecting with the other during the same time frame, which I think is kind of cool. So check them out. You can buy all of them directly from me for one low price. I'll even gift wrap them for you and include stickers and swag and all kinds of good things, even a bookmark. And you can order a few sets for your friends, family, and church buddies. They'll love them. So check them out, and don't forget to spread the word and enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in the midst of the snowstorm, or if the snowstorm is coming your area, stay safe.